I hate myself. Alright, everyone in the world knows that's not true. Let me rephrase that. I hate the person I used to be. It's a very long story and I have a swollen throat, but I'm going to try my best. So my first UA class of 7th grade is French. And once I had a test on greetings, I got one more incorrect than I did correct. I thought I did pretty good, but I got one more incorrect than the ones that I got correct. And I got an F for that. And like I said, I felt like I had done pretty good. Then there was a quiz where I was on my computer and we were going through this cards. It was a ridiculously difficult quiz. Like, I have no words to describe how difficult it was. And yet I was still able to get 14 correct and 8 incorrect. And I got, as my grade, an F. I thought it was already ridiculous enough that I got an F on my first test where I had 7 correct and 8 incorrect. But then I had a very difficult assignment and I literally doubled the amount of wins and the amount of loses stayed the same and I still got an F. In fact, my average grade for the entire French year had also dropped to an F. So, as you could probably guess, I was very determined to not get an F on my next test. The teacher gave me a paper that looked like this, and she told me that it would help me with an upcoming test. I thought that the test was going to be translating these 5 French words into English. I even thought of some sayings to help me know which translations were which. It turns out that the quiz was that we had to say to the French teacher the French translations on the paper. And this was a very big problem. And you might be wondering, why? Clearly you understand French, Michael. You went 14-8, which is better than most pro sports teams can do. And it was a very difficult assignment. Here's the problem. When I was younger, I made the stupidest sets of rules imaginable. And one of the rules was that I couldn't say certain words. Most of them were names. For example, I can't say brewers. So you might be wondering, how did I just say it there? I said Bruins, but after the BR, I stopped the video. Then I said screwers, but after the SCR, I started the video back up again. I've been doing a similar thing with the Toronto Blue Jays. While the video was paused, I said uncle because just saying the Toronto Blue Jays by itself against the rules. Once again, when I paused the video, I said uncle in between. So I said Toronto Blue Uncle Jays. Now we get to the stupid part. The French words that I had to say to the French teacher were against the incredibly dumb rule that I made. So I decided to just write on a piece of paper what the words sound like, what you would think they were spelled as if I was saying them. But for the stupidest reason in the history of the entire Earth, in fact, the history of the entire universe, the teacher would not accept that. That literally makes no sense to me. When I said I failed my French test for nothing at the beginning, I mean, in the title of the video, I was not joking. There was literally no reason. But just because the French teacher made the stupidest decision in the history of the Earth, I had to get a 0 on the quiz. I even asked if I could just type the French words onto a computer and then have the Word document read them, but the answer was no. So, I've been mad before about the Toronto Blue Birds winning so many games. Never before have I been this mad, though. Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna explode! Explode!